like whatever that employment or whatever that businessman is going to do with those profits can either help you or can hurt you. He can invest those profits into making bombs or whatever he wants to do. So that's one aspect, getting young people to understand where are those profits going and how you want the heads that we're saying that these are young people in the community and we're asking you to turn over some of those profits for jobs. And at the same time, the guy tries to come off the wall and says that they don't have the money. But it's funny how they found the money after 3 weeks of picketing in front of the store and said that we mean business, you know. Same thing with USC when we had to picket in the rain at Christmas time. They said the same thing, you know, who are you? A bunch of kids just coming off the street saying you want jobs, you know, who are you? Well, like we're just saying that, like, because we're just people off the streets looking for jobs, that you're going to have to learn how to respect us. And the only way you're going to learn how to respect us if you're going to start putting out those profits into the interest of the community, but not the self-interest of the businessman, you know. And that's the main part that I would say that would help organize young people, is saying that, like, there's a lot of businesses in the community, there's a lot of more opportunities to get different jobs instead of going to the NYC program from the mayor's office or from the school or from the training courses that they have at Human Resources Development, but saying that young people can get jobs for themselves by young people teaching their brothers and sisters, says, yeah, we're young people, we're going to deal with the problems, let's go out and tackle it.
Was it Lost? Yeah. Brothers up in Lost, Calma or something?
Right, every day in and day out, you watch the same fucking movies over and over. And I've been on this ship for 2 years and still don't. What's that going?
Hey man, it's not the same film.
It's not the same film?
It's not the same film. It's a heavy film, man. It's a body film. You know, I've been telling you, man. I've been telling you for 2 years, man, about what's happening, man. That the brown people are starting to get up, man, and take care of business. That's what's happening, man. Brothers in the mission, man.
Of all the ships I gotta get stuck on is one with you, from the same district. I'm going down to the poker game.
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's been he just come back, you know, 2 days playing down there in the poker game, which is all his bread. Comes back, wakes up, man, and starts talking bad about movies.
You watch the same movies. This projector's been
hey,
here
you didn't
for
see
2
that
years.
film last night?
This projector's been here for 2 years. Every day I get out of that rack and sit right there. Why don't you move this goddamn thing, man? Why don't you go shoot the other room? Why you gotta wake me up all the time?
Hey, brother, if the movie's not working, you don't sleep, right?
Right.
And if the movie's not working, there's no bread, right?
Right.
That means you can't borrow any bread from me, right?
Right.
Okay, so what do you want?
A dime. You got one stuff in?
This guy.
What's wrong with that, man? She's making money.
Don't look like I got a dime, man.
Not much.
Yeah, there's a free movies, man. I'm telling you, man, things have changed, you know, where it's a collecting trip.
I'll see you later.
This guy. Man. That's what this guy does, man. That's all he does, play cards. What do you think about the film?
Secure from flight quarters. Clean sweep down forward and aft.
Think the rest cast down the hole will be able to do something with it?
I don't know, man. Those cats are really interested in playing poker.
Yeah.
I opened up the fire.
Pass. It's on you, my man.
Things look good. I call.
Kiss my ass.
I pass.
You're 5 and 54.
Good on, Gary.
Call. Call. Say I hang on in there. I call.
Clarence, stay packed.
Give me 3.
You keep 1. Well, broke. 50 more.
Man, where you getting all that money from?
Harlem.
You're 50 cents more.
I call.
Call. And raise it down.
I call.
4 5.
Right off the bat.
Wait a minute. Lady Luck wasn't good enough to you today. Straight raw flush.
Wow, man. Let me see that.
Young man, I'm here, so I'm gonna take this home and frame it.
It's bad.
Take my money.
Can't take it.
Hang on to the king judge.
And these here can
Kinda tapped out, huh, baby?
Oh,
That's all.
man.
Take this home and frame it.
win some, lose some.
Remind me of you.
You're gonna hit that too.
Girl,
Find
I'm
some
gonna
pack-
it's gonna remind me every day of you.
Playing Jack.
Hey, man, we got a lot of things to talk about.
Like what, man?
Important things to talk about besides playing cards.
What's important is money?
What?
Man, get off your asses, man. Get on your jobs. Talk about the war in Vietnam.
I'm on it, man. I'm going in. I'm on my job.
We gotta talk about the brothers back home, man.
What about
No jobs, man. No schools, man. We need decent schools, man, for the people. We gotta determine our own future, man. We gotta fight for our lands. Brothers of all tribes. Puerto Ricans. Chicanos. Blacks. Cubans. Latinos. Filipinos. Chinese. Native Americans. We've got to stop playing a man's game and stand up and say no more. We've had enough. We are going to determine our own futures. Dig it?
I could dig it. Hey, man, let's just get out of this hole, man. Let's go find Dixie what's happening.
All right.
Thank you.
I got movies up there, man. 3 movies, man, about the...
You gonna be sure to read one
Like
thing?
what, man?
Like what's happening back home.
We'll have to pick up the Revere Patrol. I want to tell this news to that damn wetback myself. Get out of the Jeep, you dumb goop bitch. You number 10. Let's go.
You know we've been out here close to 23 days now, man. We
trying to get our ass shot off, man. That's all to it. About Captain Upchart, man, over there at the village, man. That fucking Upchart, man. Hang on.
What you got there, man?
Oh, man. Adobo, sinigang, pancit, some rice. Supposed to get a cherry pie pretty soon in the mail. Fucking Upchart, man.
Yeah, that Uptown just like the pigs back home, brother.
Just like, man, they offer those brothers at Atticus. They want your, you know, they don't care if you die, man. You could die, man, that's all to it.
Yeah, man, we gotta get out of here and fight the war back home.
Right on.
That's where the real war's at.
Good news from my man Sergeant.
Yeah, right on, right on. Yes. Oh, Jesus.
Kill those fucking commies! Kill those fucking yellow-bellied niggers! Kill them! Kill those son of a bitches! Kill those fucking spick-ass gooks! Kill those fucking goobs! Get them! Kill them! Kill those motherfuckers! Kill them! Kill them! Kill them! Wir werden die Welt erobern und alle minderwertigen Rassen vernichten. Wir werden die Welt für 10.000 Jahre beherrschen. Und unser Blut wird über die gesamte Erde verteilt sein. Captain Upjohn died for his motherland, a brave and honorable death.
Boy, this motherfucker here is crazy.
When's this shit gonna end?
Coming home, baby. Good God. Good God. Hey! We on our way. Woo! Yeah. Good God. Yeah. I dig your sound, brother. Good God. Congos, come on now. Good God. Hey, come on home. We gonna come back to a little bit of cowbell. So dig on this. Here we go. Sounding heavy. Woo!
Coming home, baby. Thank you. Right on, thank you. Right on.
Do the 6-8. This poem was written last year for Vincent Gutierrez, who was killed on 24th Street here by the tax squad. And then later the police claimed that the brother overdosed on Reds, right? 600 pounds of gorillas, 2 big tax squad pigs jumped on the brother, right? Vincent Gutierrez, 18, and probably weighed about 130 pounds. They said they found him dead in the paddy wagon, and they didn't know how he died. They said all he did was just touch him across the neck a little bit, you know? Just 2 months before that, they had killed his cousin over in city prison, right? Said that they didn't know how he died either, you dig? The other day in the paddy wagon, some brother was found dead, and they said they didn't know how he, you know. They don't know how they, you know, shit, man. Cat just died, right? Cat just, he must have OD'd. And if he didn't OD, they'd stick the needle in his arm anyway. Instead, he did. Dig? Okay, poem. This poem is called They Blamed It on Reds. If you remember, we all met over at St. Peter's Church, and then later we followed Vincent's funeral procession on 24th Street and then over to Holy Cross Cemetery. And we hope that every time something like this takes place, that all the people, you know, all the brothers and sisters will stand up and say, fuck no, man, no more, you dig? No more, you know? And then the man's gonna, look at this now, you don't see any man around when there's cameras, dig it? There's too many cameras for the man now, dig it? We got help to media now, we got help to media. Number 1, we got help to being with each other and loving each other. Number 2, we got help to media. And the man ain't gonna be around when we got microphones say, look at the pig, you know. Okay? Thursday, crying, St. Peter's Church, organ, incense, lagrimas, 10:30 morning, sun hot, faces, old, young, Vincent gone, anger, love, gente gone now, Unit Chronicles plastered with lies, Reds melting in American minds, brought to you in living color by CBS, Dial Soap, and the puppet corners of the TV world. Reds will make you dead, they squeal, and the priest lights another candle. Tears, saladas, dry lips, black hearse yawns, swallows 18 years of gente gone, not killed in Cambodia, but war. Padre Ernesto que estás en los, walking now, the last 24th Street, business as usual, slower, hundreds of sisters, brothers, following behind in you, angered in love, walking past walls of cornucopia, solid line by Big Nalga, 7-Up signs gleaming, Sears, Bank of America, Old Glory Steel, stop, go. Madre, hija, esposa, crying, llantos, stop, go. Gente, en el medio de mayo, gone. And the priest raises a chalice, this is my body, this is my blood. South Van Ness, red light, in cars now, pollution, F310, Firestone, red limousine, stop, go, stop, go. The mechanical centipedes loved by progress, stop, go. Business as usual, hijo, te han asesinado. I just tapped him across the, it seems an overdose of business as usual, business as usual. Look back, gente, si puedes. Remember the roach pad, hunger, joys, highs, sorrows, vision sidewalks, barred rape, hum goodbye pa siempre, carnal. But the genocide trail begins to fin, trembling with the weight of our guns. Gente, 18, brown and dead, dead in the land of E pluribus unum, dead in the land of the Apollos 13, Etzo, Titanic, Mission High State College, and business as usual, and business as usual. Now passing local draft board, vision of monsoon, flies, blood smell, cheeks of bronze, organisms, shell pierce, screams of death, Vietnam, Vietnam, Attica, Attica, Amchitka, America. Gente dies everywhere, blame the Reds. Cambodia, brown and 18, Laos, Guatemala, blame the Reds. En los barrios de Mississippi or San Francisco, blame the Reds. Holy Cross, silent in wait, lágrimas de madre soaking black lace, hijo, hijo no te vayas, white whales ripped so fried, alone now, Alone now, Chente flows into open wound in earth. Magic dance of Mayan ancestors. Tears, silent war drums sound. Chente killed by the guardians of enterprise. Phallic symbols thrust deep in our throats. Moist dirt falls, covers, ashes to ashes. Peace, brother, peace. Peace, brother, peace. Business as usual. Business as usual. Blame it on Reds. Thank you. If you see any brothers that are having a bad time, man, take care of them, right? Take care of them, man, you know. Give them some love, man. Help them. Sit them down, you know. Thank you very much. Power to all the people.
All right, Roberto Vargas. Heavy poet, man, heavy poet. Okay, we're gonna continue with this thing here as soon as we get some drums set up. Gold's gonna play right now, man, as soon as we get the ship together, you know, so
saying, Roberto, is that my mind is blown, of what I saw with the youth, man, the other day at that festival, the youth that I talked to. How did that happen, man, that before I split, man, to go to Nam, man, the same brothers and sisters, man, were out in the park, stoned on Reds, man, right? I remember that. Running around the streets, man, and how did that whole change come about? That now they're organized, man. The cat told me, one of the brothers told me, man, that they're organizing now. They've got a drug committee, employment committee. That this summer they were out picketing the department stores for summer jobs and doing negotiations on their own,
USC, right.
That they've got, committees on media, and all the different things, like that's a whole different trip that's happened before I split, and that's a whole change. I hear that they got a youth patrol. They're out in the street taking care of the brothers, man, that are stoned. Right. That they're those same cats, those same brothers and sisters, man, that were stoned, and now the leadership of the youth, and that is bad, and that's like what I saw there was, like youth, man, from all the tribes. Right on. Right on.
Okay, police officers, you're under arrest. On your feet. Come on, get up. Get up. Get up. Outside. Stand up. Get up, I'll blow your fucking head off. Now get outside. Let's go. Cool, man. Get out. Call the lawyer. On the car. On the car.
What the hell you fucking
doing? On the car. Come on.
Shit.
Hey, man.
Done nothing.
Get in the car. Put your feet back.
Put up here, man.
Hey, easy. Get him out.
They're criminal. What do you want?
Shut up.
I'll get me a lawyer.
Shut up. Hey, man, I'm not going to stay still.
Take it easy, man.
Yeah, get in there, Mike. Get in there. Put him back. Put him back. Come on,
man. Hey, what do you think this is, man? Yeah, take it easy, man. I'm not your old lady now. Don't forget that. What the hell? Hey, get up. What do you think this is, huh?
Jake, look. Shut your fucking mouth. ass out of there.
It's time old men retire early. It's all over, Blue. We're coming on, over, and beyond. Can you dig it, Blue? Black, brown, yellow, red, and white are brothers, Blue. It's no crazy violence here. It's just armed love. It's caught. We're on like fire. It may not be you, Blue, but it sure is your style. Hey, Blue, we're just not going to let you televise a god or two, phone out for love, and rip and starve babies, blind virgins, freak our youth, and jail their manhood, napalm rice, hoard wheat, and franchise bread lines, crap in the sea, ejaculate in the air, and treasure bombs, merchandise headlines, merchandise war, and buy up the moon. It's all over and it's time, Blue, and we can dig it. Bye. that the Mission Coalition organization is here today at KQED to protest against Beta, the Beta Board of Directors' recent decision to terminate the Mission Community Television series, Mission at 24th Street. Further, we are here to dramatize our concern that while the Mission at 24th Street series ends this week, the Beta Board to date has refused to negotiate in good faith with the MCO to continue producing and airing this highly regarded community project. By way of introduction, the Mission Community Program, Mission at 24th Street series, is a concept developed by Mission Media Arts to train mission youth and young adults without survival skills to become television and film professionals. By having them produce television shows and films that are of value and of interest to third world audiences in the Bay Area and specifically to the Mission District community. 3 years ago, when Mission Media Arts was conceived of and organized, we had little knowledge of media. The idea then was to impact the media industry with a street consciousness and consequently involve unaffected third world youth and young adults from the mission in some existing and purposeful life work. We knew that more third world people were needed to be involved in changing their media image. We knew that young people existed in the streets that had revolutionary consciousness and wanted to help in the struggle of third world people everywhere, but whose energies were being ripped off by dope, jail, and confusion. The organizers of Mission Media Arts saw in film and video a street therapy that could re-energize our youth to deal effectively with the problems they lived amidst of and in their communities. Electricity, optics, and audio, essential elements of film and video, would become extensions of nervous systems, ears, and eyes. Young people failed by institutional educational systems and without effective writing skills would be and have become articulate communicators through the use of these mediums. To date, Mission Media Arts, via the Mission at 24th Street series, has been serving the mission community by producing shows that relate to the needs, aspirations, and hopes of our community. The topics of the shows produced thus far include drugs, media, police, welfare, art, nutrition, youth, education, housing, and the La Raza, the Filipino, and the black communities at large. Mission Media Arts came to KQED 3 years ago with high hopes. Community television would materialize in the Bay Area soon. Where better than shining an appropriate edifice of public television, Bay Area Educational Television Association, KQED. Mission Media Arts came to KQED at a time when KQED had not, of its own volition, produced television shows that related to non-white and non-middle class audiences. Today, the painful facts remain. The following are only examples of the blatant abuse Beta KQED has made of community television. 1, less than 5% of KQED's airtime is spent on minority programs. Mission 24th Street, Soul, Black Journal, and Ready or Not take up 3.5 hours of airtime. KQED spends more airtime on yoga, French chef, and blindfolded chess. World Press, a half-hour weekly news show, costs over $82,000 annually. This compares to $72,000 annually for all minority and community program at KQED. We believe that the racial minority communities of the Bay Area must demand correction of these abuses, and this is why we are here today. The MCO wants and expects the production and telecast of the Mission at 24th Street series to continue on Channel 9 and to continue to serve the mission community. We demand that Beta resume negotiations in good faith with Mission Media Arts by Wednesday noon, April 4th, 1973, or we will take further action. Media for and by the people. All power to the coalition.
So we are giving KQED a deadline. The deadline is April the 4th. If MCO and if Media Art doesn't have a response from KQED, the community is gonna come as twice as much or three times as much as we came today.
Okay, just want to continue on really quickly along and have a brief statement from each person that's here that's involved in the struggle. Next to me, as I said before, is Manny Laurez. He's an old friend of ours, somebody that we work very closely with. He is also on the board of directors of Bay Area Educational Television Association, KQED. And we'd like him to say a few words about his feelings about the board. He's a new member and what his feelings are at this point.
Well, I just think that it's really a shame that after 3 years of struggling with the media in San Francisco, that the media still can't understand that the minority community has become aware of what media is and what it does and what it has done, not only to the Mission community, but to all minority communities in San Francisco and throughout the country. I think that it is time that the stations, particularly Channel 9, begin to understand and recognize that we are aware that we're not going to go away.
Right. Right on. Okay. Next person I'd like to have say a few words is Michael Moreno. He's from the Mission Media Arts Training Program.
Well, all I have to say, I'm a representative from the youth of the Mission Media Arts Program, and we the youth of the Mission Media Arts Program are demanding KQED to renew our contract of our Mission in 24 series, so we can further our knowledge in television and the technology of television. All power to all third world communities.
Next speaker, certainly not least, is our brothers from Western Addition. We are recently beginning to form an alliance with another group, a community group that wants to come into KQED. And we are now in the process of making that alliance, and we expect to be working together from here on in. We're going to change. We're going to find some way that we can come together and have a common name, so it won't be Mission Media Arts anymore. Arnold Townsend from Western Addition.
Thanks a lot, Ray. First of all, let me just say Addition. We call it the Fillmore Downtown. They call it Western Addition. And secondly, we're demanding the KQED do no more for the third world communities in this city, Fillmore, Hunters Point, Chinatown, and the Mission, than they're doing for yoga and French cooking. Not that we're opposed to those, but we don't see yoga and these things as meeting our needs. The reason we put these demands on KQED is because they go under the guise of public television. We see ourselves as being the public. We see ourselves as being representatives of what we call the public, so that we think that we make this demand. When we make this demand, we have sound cause. We see this as KQED's responsibility in terms of meeting people's needs. And if they want to see how these needs are being met, all they have to do is do a poll of minority communities and see how many people watch that show, and then they'll have an idea of how they're relating. The minority community watches Soul, they watch the Black Journal, they watch Mission at 24th, and they watch the Teach Show, and that's it. They don't watch the other stuff, because I know they watch less of it than I do, and I certainly don't watch the other stuff. Racist shows such as Search for the Nile. Black people found the Nile some thousands of years before whoever these cats were that went over there from Britain insulting folks. We think that shows such as that is absurd, especially when there's no balance. So we say clearly we see this as our struggle. It's just merely that in this situation, Mission Media Arts and the Mission community is bearing the brunt of the repercussion. But this is a third world struggle, and we say that we want to negotiate and we want television.
Documentary producers, anything like that? You mean from the program itself?
Yeah, well, you say it's a work training program.
It's a community training program. In other words, we're not, we've been in existence for 3 years. Two of them, a great amount part, had to do with television. What we're doing now is we're educating our community, and we're using the people in the program to do that. They're not ready yet to go into the industry. They will go into the industry with that experience. But we're saying that right now we're educating community, senior citizens, people with health problems, drugs, police, all the things that we've been mentioning. We want to work with those groups of people and turn media on to them, let them be able to use it.
Ray, if I could, just on that question, because it's real important. In both our program, in the Fillmore District program and the Mission District, we support our people going into what they call the established media. That's fine, that's desirable. But we also want to make it perfectly clear, if I can paraphrase the president, that that's not our only concern. We see nothing wrong with having people that we would call experts being based in the community and staying in the community to train and work. And, when we say that we just want a forum to produce it, that's what we're talking about.
Okay, and now,
Wait a minute, hold on. What's the question?
Ray, I'd like you to comment on the offer that I'm told Richard Moore has made, not only Mission Media, but other minority groups, the so-called Open Studio, budgeting $145,000 for production work. Is that the case? And B, what's your reaction to it?
I don't have much reaction to it. I don't really understand it. You know, I think that what it has...
Well, they have not offered this to you?
Not directly, they haven't offered it to us. And I'm not sure that that's what we're interested in. We're interested in community training. We're not interested in minority training. There's a difference. We're interested in developing our community and bringing the resources directly back to our community by having a TV show on the tube of theirs.
But as I understand it, aside from what your interpretation is, you would have programs on the tube. That's what I'm told by Richard Moore.
No.
Yeah, but that's not the trick, man. We want training.
I mean, what they're presenting is we're asking for a complete training program. It has nothing. Having the airtime is not enough. In other words, there being the airtime is not enough. We still have people with families. We have people who are committed to doing this work, and they have families, and they have other interests besides working 12 hours a day that they like to spend a little money on. We want to have the full resources of that station to do the community program. In other words, why should we have to come after we're doing another job or another bit of work that we're doing, come and do TV shows for the station? We want them to pay for that. That's what the station is about, in our interpretation.
We want the studio to come to the community.
Yeah, that's another thing, is the open studio process doesn't allow what we believe should be, and that is what Mike was saying, that the community should go, the studio should go out to the community rather than the community come to the studio.
You say, Ray, a number of people should be on the station payroll?
We would be part of the station's mechanism. In other words, that's the community, a part of the station's mechanism. If you're interested, well, the problem with that is that our concept is long and complicated. If you want to ask that question and really understand it, I'd be glad to sit down with you and explain it to you. See, but it's a very complicated process.
A way to simplify it. It sounds like you're asking for a sum of money.
We want the community. We want the community involved in all aspects of the station.
In all aspects.
Right.
How would that be?
Pero antes quiero que todos griten, queremos negociar, jamás. Queremos negociar, queremos negociar, queremos negociar, queremos negociar. Louder! Queremos negociar. I don't care. Queremos negociar. Come on. Queremos negociar. Come on. Queremos negociar. Queremos negociar. Queremos negociar. Queremos negociar. Come on. Queremos negociar.
Saying that it's up to how much energy and will the community has fighting KQED. That will determine.
It's rather impossible for a public television station not to meet the demands of the public unless they don't want to be a public television station anymore. Then they should make that clear, is what we think.